FYF Sports, and we back with another reaction video.
What's going down, everybody? I just got done looting and shit, so don't mind me.
Yeah, he's trying to participate in the riots, man.
Black Lives Matter.
We ain't made enough money for me to bind you out yet. We got some information on Jason Whitlocks. Fox News, Speak for Yourself, morning show. And he's been real tough on LeBron James about a lot of the stuff LeBron's been saying about a lot of these social issues. It almost seems like every time LeBron says something about a social issue,
it's a problem.
Jason Whitlock, Whitlock, and almost a lot of these people on Fox News want to try to demean his character for it. And all he's doing is just speaking up. This is just his opinions on the issue. All right.
Nigga, he owes somebody some money, bro. What's going on? I don't know.
Jason Whitlock, man, are you in their pocket, man?
I don't know.
Oh man, Jason Whitlock.
Just saying stuff just to say it though.
Yeah,
I'm some Max Kellerman type shit.
I'm not saying I completely agree with some of the statements LeBron James makes, but I can't knock somebody for just voicing their opinion on something that's clearly wrong. Again, right. You look at the video, what happened to Mr. Floyd, man, that wasn't right. And whether you overreact to it or whether you underreact to it, yeah. I mean, you gotta understand that when something like that happens, people are gonna make comments, people are gonna speak on it, because that was just
period. Like, it shouldn't be no negativity from the other side. Like, if you don't understand what's going on, and if you have a problem with it, you don't understand, that's just crazy. I don't understand black, white, it doesn't matter. Like, you don't understand that? All right, so picture a black cop, you know what I'm saying, your husband or whatnot, just because he crossed the street or he looked like he was with somebody. You feel me? But that's enough of that. We're going to, you know what I'm saying? Because I hear that Whitlock has been talking crazy at the mouth. Yeah, man. We're going to see how crazy it is. Is it, again, we don't cap here. We like to just state the facts and just judge everybody off that. So, even Whitlock has said some silly ass stuff in the past. We're gonna wait. We're gonna see what he got to say now. All right, let's just roll the clip.
Arbery killed by two gentlemen. LeBron tweeted out, "We're literally hunted every day. Every time we step foot outside the comfort of our homes, can't even go for a damn jog, man. Like, WTF, man? Are you kidding me? No, man. Are you kidding me? I'm sorry, Ahmad. Rest in paradise, and my prayers and blessings sent to the heavens above to your family. Stay woke." I responded to the tweet by saying that I didn't think it was helpful. Where I made a mistake is I said that LeBron was trying to stay on brand and trying to build a brand.
What brand he trying to? What you mean stay on brand?
What you mean he trying to build a brand?
His brand already built.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't understand, bro. Like, what, bro? Just wrote.
Hold on. This is what Whitlock said. He said, "It's Twitter trolling, trying to build a brand as a more outspoken."
Bro, he rich.
Hey, but you gotta understand, Whitlock, some stuff ain't necessarily always about just building your brand on social media. Sometimes some issues just need to be spoken on, and just because of your stature and all the other stuff you have going on, such as like with LeBron, the NBA, Nike, that don't mean you can't say nothing. So just because he's saying something, you can't always use that as a fallback excuse. I think as a
look, man, I'm sorry if you missed your opportunity of being this big basketball player or big something. You know what I'm saying? But
he big though,
bro. Yeah, he big. But bro, like, since LeBron, since LeBron's been in the league, he's been you know what I'm saying? He always voiced his opinion. He's been vocal. You know what I'm saying? So I don't understand what it's coming from. Like, are you trying to build a brand? You know what I'm saying? Like, facts. What's this really about?
Facts. Yeah, what brand is you building?
Like, stop.
Let's just get back to the video.
Comparable or more outspoken than Michael Jordan. The Michael Jordan comment is a distraction from my real point. It was a mistake on my part.
Okay.
But I stand by LeBron's rhetoric here, not helpful. This is not how you promote justice or change. The comments about being hunted every day.
How else you supposed to promote justice or change if you don't say nothing?
Exactly.
What do you expect? Whitlock, if you see this, FYF Sports, hit us up in the DM.
Please.
Twitter, Instagram. We need an exclusive interview. We just need an explanation. Again, we're not coming at you. We just need an explanation of what's going through your head, man. What is going through your head? Because I don't know no other way to bring attention to these issues. Y'all didn't listen to Colin Kaepernick when he took a knee. Y'all didn't listen to that.
Forget that. I'm coming for your head, bro. Like, you tweaking, bro. Like, I don't know what you're trying to get across, man. Like, I understand there's no sports. There's nothing to talk about. So you want to find one thing there is to talk about. I mean, why every time this man says something, it's a problem?
Whitlock.
Man, bro.
It's not looking good, Whitlock.
It's not looking good, bro.
FYF Sports, we saying you're not looking good right now, but we gonna hear you. We gonna hear you out. Let's get it going.
Just aren't true. They're polarizing, and they deflect from raising awareness about this tragedy that's gone on with Ahmaud Murray. That was my problem with the tweet.
You hear what the man just said, man?
Go ahead, tell him again.
This man couldn't even say his name right. He said Ahmaud Murray. You hear what he just said?
I thought he switched to basketball. You know, I thought he was talking about like an old basketball player or something.
Rewind that back.
I was confused, bro.
Hear this again. The man can't even say his name right. And you a newscaster on a professional news network. Let's hear that again.
Raising awareness about this tragedy that's gone on with Ahmaud Murray. That was my problem with the tweet. I wish that I had expressed myself more clearly.
Is he saying his middle name?
To some degree, I made
and his name is on the
mistake as LeBron James. I undercut my real message with rhetoric that should have been left out. Anyway, Marcel, let's get us rolling here. What's your reaction? Do you have a problem with LeBron's tweet?
I don't have a problem with LeBron's tweet, understanding where his frustration is coming from. I think the frustration spill up over as a father, as any person in this country, especially being a father, that you look at this situation.
What is that? Is that DJ equipment?
Yeah, man, you got a party later tonight. Come through.
Marcellus Wiley, FYF Sports, man. We need you on to explain this, man. What's going on in your personal life, man? We're going to keep the video going, though.
Especially being a father, that you look at this situation, and he did talk in hyperbole. He said something that was exaggerated, not to be taken literally. And then the issue became also on top of that is your reply to it, which did the same exact thing. LeBron made the situation, the reality, seem worse than it is. Being hunted every day, you walk outside, but you also...
Hey, hold on, but you see how Wiley's not capping. I thought the same thing. When LeBron said, every time you go outside, it feels like you're being hunted every day, I thought he was exaggerating a little bit. So, again, that's what I like about Wiley. He's not capping. He's taking the extremism and he's taking the realism out of what LeBron said, but at the end of the day, as I said earlier, people are going to over-exaggerate sometimes, especially due to the magnitude of a situation like this.
So what you saying?
What you mean?
You saying LeBron tripping?
No. I'm saying he was talking about a portion of it is partially over-exaggerated. We're not necessarily hunted every time we walk outside. That's exaggerated somewhat, but he's just saying bypass the over-exaggeration, and he's still spitting facts.
No, that's a fact.
Okay.
That's a fact.
We'll keep it going.
Okay.
Because you didn't actually talk to what LeBron was talking to, which is a murdered young man in the streets, that you focusing on the tweet actually made the situation seem to people better than it is. And hyperbole works in both directions. That said, let's talk to how this really hit me. The father in me, the guy who wakes up every morning, 6:30 in the morning, 3 little kids running around, get my son dressed every single day. And growing up, I wouldn't go as far as say I felt hunted, but certainly I was mindful of the violence surrounding me growing up. And it was an unfair anxiety that was placed on me based on my zip code, based on my locale. That now has exceeded those boundaries. What people are really reacting to is the randomness of all of this killing. And this country has a killing problem. We could talk about the different flavors in which it's served, black on black, in this case, white on black. We could go into all those different configurations, but at the bottom of this conversation, there is a killing problem, and it's random. The innocent bystander line has grown exponentially since 20 years ago, it feels like. And a lot of that's been sensationalized and brought to our attention, thankfully, because of social...
Whitlock, you spend a lot of time killing the messenger, but you don't ever explain what's actually going on.
Man, what's going on, bro?
I mean, what you got to say?
Bro, I think they just taking everything out of context too, man. Like that's just his feeling. Like when you hear about all these young black men getting killed, you know what I'm saying? Even the people that we don't even know about, you know what I'm saying? That's what it makes you feel like. It feel like I'm being hunted. That's how he personally feel. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Like I might not, you know what I'm saying? But forget it, bro. Like I get so tongue twisted in talking about this because it's crazy, man. We're still dealing with the same situation in 2020, bro. Like, it's just sad, bro.
That's facts, man. That's facts. So we're gonna keep it rolling. I want to get back to Whitlock, man. Let's see if we can fast forward to get back to Whitlock, because I really want to hear a better explanation of. Okay, here it is. How he gonna really get out of this? Because he hasn't really gotten out of it. He hasn't really given us a good FYF Sports. He's capping right now. Y'all gotta go spam him up. Let him know FYF Sports is saying that Jason Whitlock is capping, man. We need answers, Whitlock. Hit us up on Twitter and Instagram. In our DMs, we're going to get back at you. We need a live interview.
Man.
I want to be clear here. I addressed what I felt like was my mistake. We're having a discussion about LeBron James, whether or not we thought his tweet was appropriate or whatever. We can do a separate conversation about me. And we can do it tomorrow. We can go in depth on me. But again, my point is, if you want to draw attention to this incident and you want to draw attention to random violence or whatever, if you start with, we are hunted every day all the time, that's a distraction. It's polarizing to people. Anybody you're trying to convince on the other side to join your side, they're not.
So let me ask this. So if I would have tweeted that, the niggas probably wouldn't have seen the shit anyway. But I'm saying, it's just because of who he is.
That's it.
It's an issue. Yeah. Just because who he is, that's how people feel. You know what I'm saying? He's voicing his opinion. He's one of the voices of the people. You know what I'm saying? The people that's scared to talk. That's just how we feel, bro. Like you tripping, bro.
Hey, Whitlock, you ain't got yourself up out of this jam yet, man. We need some better explanations of what's going on here. But we're going to keep it going. Again, we're going to give you a fair chance. I'm going to hear you out. Let's hear what else you got to say.
Not going to engage. And again, just as I started out by saying, I made a mistake in trying to correct LeBron. I brought Michael Jordan into it and gave people a chance to be distracted. When my overall point was, and I've said it very clearly over social media and over Twitter, if the goal is justice for Ahmaud Arbery, the language that we use, the way we engage and try to raise awareness on this is very important. We need to engage in a language that promotes justice.
He said the name right that time.
Hey, FYF Sports, don't y'all ever do what he just said, man. Speak your feelings, man. That's what this FYF means. F your feelings. Just say it how it said. That's all. That's what FYF means. F your feelings, say it how I said it. So if you see something, state it exactly as. Don't clean it up. If you see something, break it down.
Just let it go.
Break it down exactly how it is.
All the smoke. Shout out to Matt Watson, Steven Stack.
Because that's the problem now. We keep watering it down. We keep glossing it over, trying to no. Just say how it is, even if you gotta exaggerate it a little bit. We all understand. I don't know. Whitlock, you capping right now. You still in the cap zone. You still gotta find your way out. If you can't find your way out. Hit FYF Sports up on Twitter and Instagram.
You feel me?
We need you here for a live interview so you can give us an explanation yourself.
Just take this 6ix9ine
not
route,
divisiveness, not further polarization, not giving in to emotion. That's where I think LeBron has made a mistake. LeBron has more influence over other athletes and more people than I do. He sets a tone. He's a Pied Piper for a lot of athletes. And I'm saying if those athletes want to be a part of bringing justice for Ahmaud Arbery, choose a tone that promotes that, not one that gives.
All right, FYF Sports, man. We might have to wrap this up, man, because he keeps saying, he's trying to dictate how you speak your mind. That's what FYF means. F your feelings. You got to say it how it is. Again, when you see something crazy going on, say it how it is. What you got to say on this? That's crazy.
That's facts. That's just with anything, man. Like, so you telling me if somebody slapped your mama, you ain't finna cuss them out? You finna be all politically correct? You finna be like, oh, you slapped my mom's, bro? And the shit just don't make sense, nigga. The shit I say don't even make sense, goddammit. But shit, you feel what I'm saying? Dumb, bro.
Man, Whitlock, I'm not gonna sit here and listen to the last 10 minutes or so of you just capping right now, because I think you just said something that you can't get yourself up out of.
I think they paid to do that shit.
Hey, again, a person's stature doesn't. You don't want to control his voice just because of his stature. If you got something to say it. And that's what's happening too much today. People try to filter themselves too much. We in a council culture, y'all. So I can understand where some athletes have to watch what they say. So it's a lot of NBA players who can't really say anything because they are not a LeBron James. They can get cut or removed from a team at any time. The Lakers ain't letting go of LeBron James anytime soon. He can say and do whatever he wants. Nike is not letting LeBron go from that contract. he can say and do whatever he wants.
And we're not saying like go wild, you know what I'm saying? Like
Facts.
a little bit of filter, you know what I'm saying? Cool, because you got kids and whatnot watching. Like, but other than that, man, speak your mind, speak your truth. You know what I'm saying? Be real to yourself. You feel me? Like I said, stay out of the cap zone.
Hey, FYF Sports, man. We gonna go ahead and get up out of here after this video. We understand that Jason Whitlock is now he's on that list. Make sure you can speak your feelings, do what you do, or say what you gotta say to people. Just don't do nothing stupid like the guy who busts out J.R. Smith window. And you should be cool. What you got to say, Steph? We're gonna end it on that.
Hey, fuck your feelings.
Hey, FYF Sports, man. We out.